Hello, kiddies. Another ride along with CJ. If my camera don't, or my phone don't fall out of this bitch. Anywho, what's up? Today I got up, we got a bunch of projects going on. That anybody follows me on Facebook knows what all. We just bought the house, we're doing a bunch of stuff on it, blah blah blah, whatever. So every day I've been trying to get shit done. A little more here and there. And I've had a daggum kidney infection through all of this crap. This dude's like right up my ass. Sorry. I've had a bad kidney infection. Not real bad, but enough to be aggravating or whatever. And I got up today. I was going to do some stuff around there, and I just didn't have the gas. So I have to work tonight. So I just sit around. I got a cup of coffee, hung out, surfed on Facebook, posted some stuff, surfed some stuff, checked out a little news, blah, blah, blah. The news is whatever. We're in the same state of whatever's going on. It's hard to know what's really going on because everybody's so back and forth. All you hear is the extreme side of both sides, so you never really know what's happening. Like there's left and right, and then there's the rest of us out here who's kind of left or kind of right, and we're all still buddies and everything's cool. But it's the extreme both sides that's getting all the press, and so you don't really know what's really going on. So we're not going to worry about that. Check out this ride. Just dropped Colin off. We left a little early because Candy's got an appointment in Chehalis next Monday, and she needed images from an x-ray and stuff they had done. So me and Colin took out a little early today so we could get out to the tribal clinic to get Candy's records that she needs for Monday's appointment. So after relaxing, I got up, got ready for work. I don't go until 7, but Colin goes in at 5:30. I dropped him off early. He can hang out. He's got a bunch of buddies there that he hangs out with, plays games and shit. Usually there's a really good shot of Mount Rainier coming this way, but it's super cloudy today, so you can't see it. It would be due to, kind of leftish from where you're looking right now. About 11 o'clock, if that makes sense to anybody. But it's all covered by big white puffy clouds. A little overcast today. Anyway, just dropped Colin off, so I'm on my way to our little pharmacy in the little town that's right over from us. And it's just like old school pharmacy in West Melbourne, Florida, where I'm from. The pharmacist knows your name. When you walk in, they already got your stuff on the counter because they know you when you walk up. They call the doctors back and forth personally and take care of your stuff. And they're just really good. Their prices are the same or better. And you get a super personal service. But there's a breakdown between Candy's doctor and these guys sometimes, but the way I'm staying on top of that is I'm just going to be calling in their prescriptions. We've been trying to do it online. It doesn't work real good with these guys. It's not them. It's something to do with the system, I think. Anyways, going to pick that up. Then I'm going to run to the market, grab stuff for Kenny for dinner tonight, back to the house, finish getting ready for work, and then back to work. We had to leave out a little early today, so I got some time. I can hang with my girl. See, that's the thing. Hanging out with the family and hanging out with my girl. We have this weird, I don't know, it's not weird, it's probably normal, it's just not something I'm used to. We have this magnetic, sorry, that was my sunroof. We got this magnetic connection, and sometimes when I'm feeling that, I just want to be with her. And I don't know if it's her wanting to be with me that I feel, or if it's me wanting to be with her, or if it's the both. Because we legitimately give off electrical sparks sometimes when we touch. True story, I'll tell you sometime. but we just have this connection, man. And when I feel on that, I get these feelings like I just want to be with my girl right now. I don't care what's going on. I just make it happen. And you know what? We may not be like sitting right on top of each other or whatever, but we usually are very close enough to touch, and we usually do touch a lot. I tell her I love her. I mean, I don't even know how many times a day, just because, I don't know, I just want her to know. I feel it. When I feel it, I say it. You know, she lets me be me. She let me be me so I could self-talk and be what I needed to be to get things squared away in my ways of thinking. You know, all these people that we think are bad people, not all of them, but a lot of people we think are bad people a lot of times. Like, I didn't really care for the way I was about a lot of different things, but self-talk, self-realization, I guess is what it is. We're used to I guess human nature is blaming everything on something else, but and yeah, there's some shitty things that happen that's out of your control, and that's true, and it's easy to get down, especially if things hit you constantly. And then when you get used to picking out the negative shit, then it's all of a sudden it's all you see. A friend of mine used to point out that it's either dude in Harry Potter or it might have been Gandalf one, said there's always a light if you look for it. And you know, and that's true, but when you're in the middle of the throes of shit, that's the last thing you think about. And actually coming to the realization that anger is more of a choice. Not always. Sometimes there's, you know, reason to be angry or whatever, but most time there's not. Things just happen, and you know, because you don't like the way it's going. It's how you're going to step up to the plate that matters. And a lot of times in my life before, I always felt like I was having to defend myself, and there's reasons for that too. We'll talk about that sometime, but not today. You know, I always felt like I had to defend myself. And poor Candy and Colin, whenever they met me, I was every little thing would happen to set me off. You know, it's like boom, I'm on the defensive, and you know, all intense and shit. And actually, I guess what it's kind of like is some dude being in a battle and sitting there and just chopping people and shit, and defending himself and shitting himself or whatever. And all of a sudden, he don't realize the battle's over, but he's still swinging in the air, you know, and any little thing that flies by. And I guess that's kind of where I was at. There was no excuse for shitty behavior or being me, which I apologize right now to anybody, even in my exes or old friends or enemies or whatever. If I went out of the way to bring pain to somebody or get a jab at somebody or say something mean about somebody or whatever out of anger or just out of being a dick, man, I'm sorry. You know, it's time to try to get past all that and try not to do those things anymore. That's kind of where I'm at now, and trying to learn how to deal with all that shit. And not doing bad at all. I'm pretty proud of where I'm at. Still got, you know, I still got those days where things try to trigger me, and I got those days where things do trigger me. I really try to squelch it and shut it down, though. Kendi lets me do that. She will call me and check if things get too shitty, but she let a lot of it go, and not out of being weak, out of being therapeutic. I don't know. I guess sometimes you got to smell your own ass to fucking really realize, you know, you stink worse than others, kind of thing. You got to kind of see it, and you got to kind of see the effect that negativity has on people around you. I mean, if you're really paying attention, if you really care about them, you know, you'll figure out a way to pay attention to them. And I see the tails in my family now. When I start being a dick, I can watch Colin get fidgety, or leave the room. You know, he's like, fuck it, he'll go out of the room. Kenny has nowhere to go, so she has to sit there and listen to my shit. Well, she'll put on YouTube and just listen to that and fuck what I say. She can turn me right out. So I'm just kind of stewing over there in my own bullshit is what's happening. And learning how not to let that stuff learn to make the choice and not get angry, I guess is where I'm coming from. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to do. And logistically, being up here where we are, huge help. Different atmosphere. I can actually go to work and support my family if things stay mellow and smooth and there's no huge ripples in the fucking pond. I can go to work at a regular job, 40 hours a week, support Candy with what needs to be. We're trying to get her on a program to help out with the medical stuff. So if that happens, then we will be able to put some money away for a little retirement. We'll be able to do stuff. We'll be able to finish the house off the way we want it, get it ready for us to be comfortable in and not have to do a bunch of stuff too later in life. So we got a couple more big projects there that must be done, and then a couple decent sized projects. That the last thing is the siding. Put new siding on, and that's what I'm trying to do next year. But that's not a big hurry now. The house is sealed up good, so good to go. But it needs some windows, electric run out in the barn, stuff like that. All little pecking things that'll be easy to knock out after these big things are done. And then it's all just fun, son. This is a little town over next to us. They got a cool little market here. They got a 24-hour mart up here so you can get stuff. Like we get off at 3 in the morning. So, man, we're out at 3:34. There's also, the reservation has a station out by the Highway 5 on the way home. That we try to trade at because we try to support the tribe all we can. The tribe is very good to us, letting us work out there. So, up here is Hedden's Pharmacy. This place is awesome. It's a gift shop. It's a pharmacy. They got one of everything. They're a liquor store. You can buy your fishing license. You can get your tags here. You can transfer a title here. You can do all kinds of shit here. And they're super cool, and they're very knowledgeable, and they're very helpful. I give them a 5-star, I think. Anyway, go ahead and pick up prescriptions. Thanks for riding with me. Another little piece of the fucking pie here. Have a good one, y'all. Life is.